The WNBA opened an investigation into allegedly racist comments made by fans at the Indiana Fever's home opener yesterday. The Indianapolis Star citing sources who say the comments were directed at Chicago Sky forward Angel Reese.
What really went down at the Indiana Fever game that's got everyone buzzing? The WNBA has opened an official investigation after reports surfaced that some fans of Caitlin Clark allegedly shouted racist remarks at Angel Reese. Now, all eyes are on what happens next.
Heavily booed yesterday, especially after this pretty tense moment when Caitlin Clark fouled Reese, who fell to the ground and then immediately got up and approached Clark. That foul eventually upgraded to a flagrant.
Here's where it gets crazy. Even with nearly 17,000 people in the arena and cameras everywhere, no video or audio has turned up to back the claim. That hasn't stopped social media from going off. Some are slamming the WNBA for overreacting. Others say the league is letting new fans take over. The backlash is big enough that even LeBron James is catching heat just for praising Caitlin Clark. Now, what started as a heated moment could end up changing the course of the entire WNBA season. So, how did things get so out of hand, so fast?
We all know that somebody on social media decided to say that the Indiana Fever was the crowd was making monkey noises, something like that during the game yesterday. I think in regards to around a time Angel Reese might have been shooting a layup.
It all started during the Indiana Fever's home opener. Reports came out that while Angel Reese was at the free throw line, someone in the crowd made a racist monkey noise toward her. That moment hit hard. It wasn't just offensive, it raised serious questions across the WNBA. People began asking, how does the league handle racism? Are all fans truly welcome? And is the WNBA's growing spotlight coming with new problems, not just more fans? Here's the twist. So far, no video, audio, or eyewitness has confirmed what was actually said or who said it. The game was already tense. The arena was packed with nearly 17,000 fans, and things got heated after a hard foul involving Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. The crowd was fired up, and Reese was booed loudly all night. Emotions were clearly running high. But despite all the cameras, microphones, and social media coverage, there's still no proof. No video or audio of the slur.
In the age of camera phones with audio, if they would have been making monkey sounds, any kind of racist slurs, any of that, it would be all over the place right now. Everywhere. We know what this is. This has been generated to try to put a black mark on the Indiana Fever, the franchise, their fans. They're trying to get the All-Star game pulled out of Indiana.
These days, just about everything ends up online, clipped, shared, and posted in seconds. But somehow, this alleged moment slipped past every camera, phone, and live stream. Still, the WNBA didn't wait to act.
NBA saying in a statement today that it, quote, strongly condemns racism, hate, and discrimination in all forms. They have no place in our league or in our society.
Right away, the WNBA released a statement saying it firmly stands against racism, hate, and discrimination of any kind. They also launched a formal investigation and made it clear they were serious about finding out what really happened. The league's message was direct. They're not brushing this off and want fans to know they're taking the claim seriously.
The WNBA proudly announced their latest initiative, No Space for Hate, No Space for Hate.
Soon as the league's statement went public, social media lit up. Some fans applauded the WNBA for taking a strong stand and acting quickly, but others weren't happy. They felt the league was giving in to what they called performative outrage from newer fans, many of whom only started watching because of Caitlin Clark. Critics argued that these new fans don't fully understand the deep history and culture of women's basketball. The debate quickly turned into a battle between longtime supporters and the growing wave of newcomers.
I tried to find examples of this hatred, I scrolled through Twitter. I read several reports from the woke media. The media made plenty of vague accusations, but they failed to provide a single example.
And after the initial blow-up, the WNBA followed up with another statement, doubling down on its stance against hate and reaffirming its commitment to inclusivity. But with no solid evidence coming to light, some fans are getting concerned. They worry the league might face backlash, especially if the investigation leads nowhere. The bigger concern? This could divide parts of the fan base at a time when the WNBA is finally gaining major momentum.
Let's be real. Let's be real. We've been at sports games. There is random guy gets drunk, takes his top off, and says something crazy, and then gets kicked out of the game. Is something that happens in sports games. It's something that happens in sports. And if you go combative and say our fans are fine, there's nothing wrong with our fans, then it leaves people open to say, oh, but that one fan, and not to just say let the league do their investigation. That's the perfect way to respond.
All of this is unfolding at a time when the WNBA is evolving quickly. The league is getting more attention than ever, and its fan base is changing. This one incident has become a tipping point, highlighting the divide between longtime fans and newer ones, and forcing the WNBA to confront bigger questions about the kind of league it wants to be moving forward.
Now, the allegations have since been proven untrue, okay? And the WNBA is in a very, very concerning place because they're dealing with new fans that have come into their league that want to support a particular team, but now you are letting the mob dictate what it is you're going to look into.
The fan reaction is all over the map right now, and you can feel the tension every time you scroll through your feed. On one side, you have longtime WNBA fans who followed the league from the start. On the other, there's a new wave of fans, many of whom are tuning in for the first time, drawn in by Caitlin Clark's buzzworthy rookie season.
I mean, does the WNBA want to lose Caitlin Clark fans? Because I think as much as people want to support Caitlin Clark, at some point, enough will be enough. And then the league will be right back in the situation it was in.
Caitlin Clark isn't just racking up triple-doubles, she's breaking records for viewership and driving the league to new heights in ratings and ticket sales every time she plays. As the WNBA gains more attention, it's suddenly everywhere. But with this increased spotlight, there's also a clash of expectations.
But the WNBA seems content to follow through with this ridiculous investigation. Who is the WNBA going to let control their pocket strings, their pocketbook? Because it seems to me like the new fans are the ones that's funding this whole league now. I mean, we make up about 70% of the fans overall. Otherwise, yesterday's game would have been watched by about 400,000 people, maybe. It probably got watched by what? Upwards of 2 million?
And many longtime fans have been outspoken on social media, especially when the news about the alleged racist heckling broke. It was these fans who led the charge, urging the WNBA to take action. On Twitter, you saw calls for an investigation, demands for accountability, and a lot of people pointing out that the league has overlooked serious issues before.
The vast majority of this audience, they have no loyalty to the WNBA. Their loyalty lies with Caitlin Clark, and that loyalty, it is not guaranteed to extend to the rest of this putrid league. No one is loyal to the dump. No one cares about the WNBA. And this damn league is doing everything in their power to guarantee that it stays.
This isn't just about which team fans are supporting, it's really about what kind of behavior should be acceptable in sports. Booing, jeering, and taunting happen in every sport. The NBA, NFL, you name it. But the WNBA is different. No other major league has ever launched a full investigation into a crowd incident without solid proof.
There is, I've been in sports crowds. There is a possibility that somebody had a bit too much to drink and they said something out of line. And if that's proven or is reported to security, kick them out, depending on how far they cross the line.
That's why this move feels so different. It's raising big questions. Is the WNBA setting a new standard for inclusivity, or is it overstepping and risking a disconnect with the fans who have supported it from the start? Just when you think the debate couldn't get any more heated, the players weigh in. Right after the incident, the conversation turned to who should take responsibility for setting the tone. Caitlin Clark didn't shy away from the issue. She addressed it head-on, saying, "There's no place for that in our game. There's no place for that in society." That was Clark making her stance clear, calling for everyone, fans, players, and the league, to focus on respect and unity. Her message resonated with many, especially those who want the WNBA to stay true to its core values as it continues to grow.
Yeah, there's no place for that in our game. There's no place for that in society, and certainly we want every person that comes into our arena, whether player, whether fan, to have a great experience. So I appreciate the league doing that. I appreciate the Fever organization has been at the forefront of that since really day one and what they're doing. So hopefully the investigation will leave that up to them to find